Hello, my loves. Welcome back to the It Girl Mindset. I'm so grateful that you're here. Okay, so in honor of me being in Hawaii, I thought I would talk about how I stay healthy while traveling as someone who's obsessed with feeling good. I've done a similar episode where I talk about how I take care of my body on just a regular day-to-day basis because I am obsessed with feeling good. Okay, that's my number one priority. That's what I base everything and all of my decisions off of because I like feeling fucking good. Okay. Also, running a business ain't for the weak, and so your girl needs her energy, okay? But today, I will be in Hawaii by the time this comes out, and I just want to talk about kind of like how I prep for vacation and how I stay healthy on vacation, okay? Welcome to the It Girl Mindset, where I help you step into the next level version of yourself by mastering your mindset, manifesting your deepest desires, and connecting deeply with your body. It's about becoming the most authentic, radiant, unapologetic, and unbothered version of yourself. Together, we're going to chat about how to unlock your true potential and create a life that feels as good as it looks. If you're ready to become the healthiest, hottest, and most abundant version of yourself, you're in the perfect place. Let's get into it. So first off, I don't have an all or nothing mindset. A vacation is an extension of my life, and that was not always the case for me. The old Ashley, the college Ashley for sure, she would starve herself before and then work out twice a day, go on vacation, and literally just binge on everything. I would act like it was my last time I could ever eat something that tastes good in my whole entire life, okay? And I wouldn't be moving my body other than the beach to the bar, okay? We would not be we just weren't in general in our healthy era. But I will just say, again, I don't have an all or nothing mindset. I can eat chocolate cake not on vacation if I want to, just like I can eat hula pie on vacation if I want to, okay? And like I said, I'm obsessed with feeling good, so I take the approach of how is this going to make me feel, okay? When I'm on vacation in Hawaii, I'm probably not going to have hula pie every single night, not because it doesn't taste good, but because I know it's going to make me feel like shit. It has dairy in it. It's going to make me feel bloated, okay? And so again, healthy is just who I am. And therefore, a vacation is an extension of who I am. So it's not hard for me to stay healthy on vacation. But I'm indulging probably a little bit more than normal. But that doesn't mean I'm just like throwing all of my habits out the window. Habits are effortless for me because they're a part of who I am. And so they come with me on vacation. Okay, we have to talk about the prep first, okay? Because there are different types of vacations. Let's be very real here. A family vacation, maybe to Monterey, is very different than a bachelor trip to Scottsdale, Arizona with your girlfriends, okay? And let's just be real. Like when I go to Scottsdale, Arizona with girlfriends on a bachelorette trip, you don't have as much control of the food that you're eating. It's not going to be the healthiest weekend. It's probably going to be a lot of drinking, okay? And that's exactly what I did when I was drinking, obviously. I went there and I partied and I wasn't thinking about my healthy habits, okay? But I'm a little older now and I just don't drink in general, which I'm not saying to be healthy you have to not drink. But I'm just saying there's different types of vacations, okay? And you get to decide what that looks like. And again, the important piece is setting your expectations, okay? Because if you are like, I'm going to go on this bachelorette trip and I'm going to eat so healthy and I'm going to work out every single day, you're just setting yourself up for failure unless that's the kind of vibe that everyone's going to be on, okay? And we are so hard on ourselves when we set these super high expectations and we're not able to follow it. And if you could just be a little bit, I hate the word realistic, but set your expectations realistically with traveling because again, if you tell yourself you're going to go and be this healthy queen, and then all of a sudden you are binging and partying and you didn't even eat a vegetable the whole time you were there, you're going to feel really upset with yourself. And that's not what we want either, okay? So it's all about setting your expectations ahead of time, okay? Me and Eric, example, we're in Hawaii right now, and I'm filming this before we leave, but I know the kind of vacation it's going to be. It's going to be pretty chill. Okay, we're going to golf. Eric's probably going to drink a little. I'm obviously not. I'm going to, we're going to be snorkeling, we're going to be swimming, we're going to go on walks and stuff like that, okay? But if I didn't want that to be the vibe, I wouldn't tell myself that and then go there and then be upset that I wasn't doing what I expected myself to, okay? So again, all of this to say, I just want you, before you go on vacation, to set your expectations, okay? So you're not feeling guilty about when maybe on a, bachelorette trip, maybe you should be partying and not eating vegetables, okay? But again, when we're talking about taking care of our bodies, it's not about that one weekend or that one meal or that one week that really impacts us. It's everything else around that, okay? So I want you to just be so real and honest with yourself about the kind of vacation you're going to go on, okay? Because there's some minimum things that you can do. Let's just say it is a bachelorette party. Maybe every single weekend you're, popping your headphone in and listening to a little guided meditation just to ease your anxiety. Or maybe you're, making it a priority to chug some water in the morning before you start drinking, whatever it may be, okay? Like there's little mini things that you can do here and there to make yourself feel good. I personally love a good micro habit, okay? And I actually was just working on a client with this because it's so easy to feel like consistency means perfection. But what consistency really means is doing at least one thing to take care of yourself, okay? I think about this with healthy habits in general, okay? Everyone thinks that to be quote unquote consistent, you have to do your 10 habits every single day and never miss a day, okay? That's actually not what consistency is. Consistency is some days doing one of those habits, some day doing all 10, some day doing 3, okay? That is still consistency and you are still showing up for yourself and you're still moving the needle forward, okay? So a micro habit could be, essentially what a macro habit is it's a little habit that you can easily do anywhere and everywhere that triggers to your brain, hey, look, I'm taking care of my body, okay? So with my client, we just talked about this. So at first she wanted to do some big, maybe like workout or move her body or whatever it may be. But instead, I was like, what about just chugging a glass of water? How does that feel? Okay? That's a micro habit that triggers to your brain, hey, look at me. We're doing something healthy for our body. This can count as consistency, okay? The intention of the micro habit is not to be the thing that's going to drastically change and transform your body, okay? That's not what it is. What it is triggering to your brain, hey, look, I'm being consistent. It is safe for me to feel like I completed something today, okay? Because that's where we cause all this stress and anxiety with ourselves when we go on vacation because we're like, I can't do my whole routine. Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to lose all my results. I'm going to lose all my progress. But if we can trick our brains and be like, look, I'm doing a healthy habit. I'm doing my micro habit that I do every single day because I'm showing up for myself and taking care of my body. That's going to make you feel so much better in the long run. Okay. Maybe it is, maybe lemon water. Okay. That used to be my habit that I literally did everywhere, whether I was traveling, whether I was on a girl trip. Like I literally was bringing my lemons on vacation to Tahoe. Okay. I was serious about it. Okay, and now that I have learned what consistency looks like and how to feel good in my body, I don't necessarily need that anymore. But the point is to enable yourself to have something that makes you feel good and consistent, to, again, just trigger to your brain that it's safe and you're okay and you're still taking care of your body. Okay, so now on the actual vacation, I just told you about a micro habit. So my micro habit now is probably meditation. And honestly, I typically wake up before Eric everywhere, but especially when we're in Maui because I get so tired and it's hard for me to push through tiredness in the evening. And so I go to sleep at like 7 p.m. and then I wake up at like 4 a.m. And I'm going to try really hard this time to not do that. But anyways, what I do is I leave my little AirPods right next to me when I sleep. And so when I wake up, I just pop that headphone in. And while I'm like half asleep, I listen to some sort of guided meditation to just like ground myself. Also, I'm doing a challenge with myself, a 365-day meditation challenge. And I'm on day like 205. So go me, holy shit. But anyways, I'm not saying that needs to be your micro habit, okay? That's just what mine is. It could be the lemon water. It could be even just like chugging a glass of water. It could be brushing your teeth and saying some affirmations to yourself, whatever it may be, but form a micro habit for yourself so you feel good, whether you're on the bachelorette trip or whether you're on a family vacation in Monterey, okay? So on the vacation, a couple of tips. Let's start off with just movement. walk as much as you can, okay? Even when I was partying my face off in Scottsdale, Arizona, we walked all over the place. We were dancing at bars, It's not like I wasn't sitting and doing anything. And so again, I just want you to open your mind to other ways of movement, okay? You don't have to go to the gym to be count as movement. You could be dancing with your girlfriends, okay? That counts as movement. Or maybe you're going on a snowboarding trip. Snowboarding is the activity, okay? You don't need to do extra workouts, okay? So I just want you to think about shifting your mindset to open it to other opportunities of what movement looks like, of what self-care looks like, of what nutrition looks like. And then again, with mindset, this is person to person, but this is the girl mindset. I'm obsessed with mindset. I think it's the most powerful fucking thing you can work on. And so even when I travel, I'm still working on my mindset because I know when I do my little mindset work, I'm going to just be a better human, honestly. I'm going to be a better human to my boyfriend or my family or whatever it may be. So I do the mindset work. That doesn't mean I'm spending 20 million hours sitting and meditating and missing out on the fun. Honestly, I wake up earlier anyways, and I just do a 5-minute meditation laying in bed, like I told you. Okay, maybe like I said, it's the affirmations while you're brushing your teeth to make you feel everyone wants to feel confident on vacation, okay? So you might as well do your mindset work and not just like completely quit everything, because you know what makes you feel good. And so when you can do small bits of it on vacation, you're just going to start to feel even more confident in yourself, or you're going to continue to feel confident in yourself. Okay, nutrition. This is what I like to do, okay? I'm still eating pretty healthy. I'm just going to be real with you, but I'm not going to miss out on fun foods when I'm in a place where I know there's a lot of fun foods that I want to eat. Okay. But what I like to do is I like to share plates. So if it's dinner, for example, maybe I won't share a plate and I'll just like have dessert or something like that. But again, I'm always keeping in mind, how is this going to make me feel? So I'm probably not going to have a hula pie, like I said, that has dairy in it when I don't eat dairy every single day, but I'm going to have it maybe once or twice if I feel like it. Same with breakfast. Okay, so there's this place that has the best pancake. That's called the Gazebo. If you are familiar with Maui, you know. Oh my God, they are buttermilk pancakes slathered in butter and they have like coconut cream. They're so fucking good, okay? As someone who does not eat dairy, this is like one of the few things where I'm like, I don't care if it hurts my stomach or whatever. I'm going to eat this because this is like a once a year type of thing for me. Maybe twice if we go like twice in one trip. But I'm not going to miss out on that but I go into it knowing that I'm probably not going to feel amazing after. Okay, so I might just need to lay. I don't want to go play golf. I don't want to go snorkel. I just want to lay on the beach and like maybe fall asleep or read after that, okay? So I go in with that expectation. But what I always do is I like to share that with someone. So whether I'm with my mom or my boyfriend or whatever, it's like, cool, let's share pancakes and let's share an egg veggie omelet. So I do get that protein in there and I feel satisfied and full and I'm not just running on complete sugar. Okay, so I always am looking at an approach from, okay, how is this going to make me feel? And then set that expectation of, okay, this might not make me feel that good and I'm okay with that. Okay, but I'm probably not going to go do a 10-mile hike, which one, I'd probably never do a 10-mile hike. That just doesn't sound fun to me if I'm being honest. I am probably not going to go do something crazy after eating a big thing of pancakes, So again, it's just setting your expectations. Maybe you're on a bachelorette trip or some sort of vacation with a big group of people and you have less control over the foods that you're eating or the things that you're doing because you have to stay together as a group. That's okay. Okay, and just going into it knowing that you might not be perfect with your eating because it's out of your control. I always tell my clients, when you're in this state of stress, you need to take a step back and say, okay, what can I control and what is not in my control? And then once you have that list, do the things that you can control, okay? Because stress is going to do more harm to your body than pancakes with butter in them, okay? So the more that you can just learn to trust yourself and set expectations for yourself around what you're going to do on this vacation, how you're going to eat, how you're going to move, the easier it's going to be for you. And the more enjoyable it's going to be because you're not putting so much pressure on yourself to like be this healthy girly when you really just want to go party with your friends, okay? Again, the stress of it is going to do worse than anything. maybe not partying and not sleeping for 3 days, but again, how you're not doing that every single weekend. And if you are, that's probably going to hinder your progress. Okay. I'm just going to be so real with you. Vacation is not the time to just all of a sudden start being healthy. And I know that people kind of go into it because every time they think about a tropical vacation or somewhere you're in a bathing suit, they think that you just think that oh my gosh, like I need to like lose weight. I need to look physically a different way. And so you get on this kick of, I just like need to be healthy. And then you do it for the wrong reasons. And then you go on vacation and you set yourself up being like, I'm going to keep this up this time. And then you don't. And then you get upset with yourself. Okay. So that's why expectations, I think I've said that word a million times and that's like such a boring word, but you get it. Okay. You got to set yourself up for success. The last thing I wanted to talk about was just kind of like hobbies. Okay. I am a very like outdoorsy, like I want to play golf. I like to snorkel when I'm not afraid of sharks. I don't know. I just get so afraid of sharks. Like the whole time I'm under the water, I'm like freaking out, being like, oh my God, what if a shark came up right now? Okay. But I like to do activities. Like I like to go on walks. I like to go on little mini hikes. I like to play waboba in the ocean with my boyfriend. Okay. We've got golf. So we like to do fun, kind of like outdoorsy, active hobbies. Okay. And if you have never like tried or given yourself the space to do those things, I would highly recommend it. Okay. Because I'm all for reading a good book and tanning, but also it's so fun to like, Eric has this Frisbee. What is it called? Oh my God. He would freak out if he knew. I couldn't remember it. He keeps it in his fanny pack at all times. Gravity disc. That's what it's called. He has this little thing. It's like a gravity disc. It looks like a mini Frisbee and it's it's kind of fun because we'll kind of like be in front of the beach. We'll be towards the water, but not in deep water because it doesn't float. And it's kind of hard to throw. So sometimes you'll just like randomly throw it like way the wrong way and it'll go in the water and you have to like swim over and like get it as fast as possible because it doesn't sink or it doesn't float. So again, try new things, okay? When you're on vacations, and I literally don't need to say this again, but depending on the type of vacation you're going on, okay, you guys get the point. But if you have the time and space and it's more of a relaxing vacation, try fun, active things if you want to, okay? Stand up for yourself if you want to do it and you think no one else wants to. State your opinion and just see maybe somebody else does want to try something, okay? Be adventurous. Like, the point of feeling good in your body, in my opinion, is so you can focus on the fun things in life that matter, okay? We're not meant to just shrink ourselves to be as small as possible so we can take pictures. That's not what life is about. Life is about living in the moment, okay? And that's what body freedom is all about. Feeling complete freedom from being constricted to feeling like you need to have these healthy habits to have control over your body, because that's not the point of life. The point is to live a full fucking amazing life and thrive while you're doing it. And that's why I want to help you feel complete body freedom, because I want you to feel so confident in your body that you're not even thinking about it. You're just focusing so much on the amazing life that's in front of you, whether that's hanging out with your niece or maybe hanging out with your friends or going on a walk with your mom, whatever it is. I want you to be present in that, not, oh my gosh, I need to do this healthy habit because I need to change my body, okay? That's not the point of life. The point of life is to have complete body freedom so you can live a full fucking life. And that's what my mission is. I want you to feel so confident in your body, you don't even think about it, okay? That's the point. I want you to feel so good about your body. You have your habits on lock. They're just part of who you are. And so you don't have to even think about them. You just take care of your body automatically so you can focus on living your life and being present and being grounded and being with the people that you love and doing the things that you love and not being afraid to try things because you're afraid of your body, or not being afraid of going out to dinner because you're afraid it's going to hinder your progress in some way, okay? That's not what life is about. Life is meant to be lived, not focusing on your body, okay? And that's the point. It's like that trend. I almost forgot. That's the point, okay? So anyways, if you're trying to just like magically switch everything while you're traveling, or maybe right before, don't do it, okay? Start small. Small habits lead to big changes over time. And if you slowly start to add habits into your routine until they feel as easy as brushing your teeth, that's how they actually stick. And that's why I'm obsessed with this mindset work, because it's so easy to embed a habit into your subconscious mind. That's as easy as brushing your teeth with mindset tools like subconscious reprogramming, okay? Shifting your identity. Okay, it's so much easier than forcing yourself to do these healthy habits. When they're just a part of who you are, they're easy, okay? Okay, my loves, if you have any questions on staying healthy while traveling or anything else, go ahead and DM me on Instagram. I'd love to hear from you. I hope you loved this episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe and leave any comments or questions below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will catch you in the next episode.